Baseball.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome to
Wait, where am I looking again? I forgot.
There. Like
There,
in the middle,
like-
yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah,
Wherever the light is.
Yes, exactly.
It's been a while.
Well, it's been like 5 months since this podcast has specifically.
What is this podcast?
This is the .NETPHILLIES podcast, John. Now, all right.
I'm confused.
All right. So to backpedal a little bit, over the last couple of years, I obviously have done this podcast by my lonesome. I began in August of 2022, 23 and 24 all on my own. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to get a little serious for a minute here, John, so just bear with me. I kind of got burnt out a little bit, truthfully. I did. It was a lot. I didn't enjoy doing it as much as I do now. And it was something had to change. And then John came along.
Hi, I'm something. How you doing?
John came along, and we have another podcast together.
Yeah.
And they just
Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. So we're hoping that, the Phillies kind of share the same fate as you will. Not a Super Bowl, obviously, a World Series.
Yeah, they can't win the Super Bowl. They don't play football.
They do not play football. They play baseball. But so in terms of how this podcast is going to be structured, my main thing when I wanted John to come along with me for this was I didn't want it to just be the Eagles podcast, but talking about baseball. I wanted to make a very conscious effort to make sure that this was its own thing, that this was something very different, something that, is its own thing. And then the Eagles thing, obviously, is its own thing. So in terms of breakdown about how this podcast is going to work, it will be released every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Every 2 weeks. That was John's idea, which I think is a very good idea, because that way we kind of have a good sample size of stuff to talk about. If you're looking at from the rotation, you have 2 starts for every pitcher. So it's not going to be a lot of knee-jerk reactions.
More series to break down,
yes.
Whether they be one series, lost series, split series, division rivals, AL, and whatever it may be. We're going to have more time to digest everything.
And obviously if there's like breaking news, like I think I'm thinking way far ahead, but like the trade deadline we'll probably do like that week.
Right.
Because that's a big, seeing where the Phillies are at and everything. But
and of course playoffs.
Of course playoffs when we get there. Fingers crossed, but obviously the Phillies.
That's going to be a grind.
It's going to be, but we have a lot to get into. We have a whole off season to talk about.
Here's my question.
Sure.
Just because, we're thinking out loud.
We are.
What the hell are we going to do when the Phillies in the playoffs and the Eagles in the regular season?
It's funny you say that, John. So
we're going to combine them?
We're not going to combine them.
We're not going to combine them.
So this podcast is going to come out every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Every 2 Tuesdays.
Every 2 Tuesdays.
Every 2 Tuesdays.
That's a mouthful.
It'll be coming out. However, around August into October, obviously the Phillies and the Eagles play at the same time. That Tuesday will be the Eagles podcast, the 52 Reasons podcast, name subject to change after the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Probably not going to change.
The one was fucking Super Bowl with
it. So ride it out.
Yeah.
And then that following Wednesday, the day right after, I will be recording this podcast by myself. I will be taking care of that because obviously, you will be.
I have a life.
You do have a life outside of here.
Yeah.
I don't. So I'll be,
Here we are.
But John, welcome aboard, buddy. Baseball. How do you feel?
Okay. All right. I feel great. However, I'm going to need a couple things explained to me.
Okay.
First of all, what the hell is an RBI?
Okay, so that is a run batted in.
A run batted in. So the guy who scores, the guy hits the ball, and then that guy comes around and scores.
Correct.
So, okay, that makes sense.
You got me?
Okay.
Nice.
What is an ERA?
ERA is earned run average, meaning a pitcher says goes 7 innings. They give up 1 run.
Got it.
You do 7 innings, and there's like a math equation that I don't know off the top of my head. And whatever that math equation comes out of, that is their earned run average.
Okay.
The lower your earned run average is, the better you are.
Okay. What about
For
war?
example.
What is war?
Honestly, I don't fucking know, to tell you the truth. War is like how much wins above replacement, but so it's kind of it's subjective because war is kind of, you have like the Mendoza line of players who are considered league average, and if you're above that, then you're good, but if you're below that, you're bad. It's very subjective. I don't like war personally, but that's just
got it. Okay, and
me.
Okay, and I know there's a MVP in the AL and the NL.
Yep.
What is a Cy Young award?
Cy Young is the best pitcher in each league. Something that Zach Wheeler should have two of. But
I was going to ask you. So Zach Wheeler had the better ERA,
Yep.
the better WAR,
Yep.
the better, and didn't win the Cy Young.
Yeah. No, you'd be right.
Oh, all right.
They gave Chris Sale the Here Damn award.
Sorry, I just had to gaslight him a little
Yeah.
bit. Anyway,
John is the football guy. So John,
I am a football guy.
On our other podcast, that it's more John giving the hard news and then breakdown, and I'm just kind of along there for the ride. It's going to be a little bit of the opposite here.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm more the baseball guy comparatively to you. Obviously, we both enjoy football. We both enjoy baseball. Mm-hmm. We're very well versed in everything.
Mm-hmm. And look, Sixers take.
Bad. It's bad. Stinky. No .NET Flyers or Sixers here.
Not yet.
Edwin?
Maybe.
Edwin?
He is a hockeyman.
He is a hockeyman. But looking at the background here, this flag, obviously, honestly, the only two things that are not staples are here and here. But this flag has been with me since the beginning, from August. I'll get to all that. Don't worry.
Okay. This
has kind of been with me since the beginning of this entire podcast, 90 plus episodes ago. Same with the Rhys Hoskins thing. That has been up since 2023 when he tore his ACL and was out for the year. So I thought that would be a nice little callback.
He's not on the roster anymore.
He's not on the. Happy belated birthday to Rhys Hoskins. His birthday was yesterday.
Today's JT's birthday.
Today is JT Realmuto's birthday.
See, I know baseball.
Best catcher in baseball. Top 5 catcher in baseball. Okay. Looking here, Cliff Lee, dog.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to fall. Roy Halladay, dog.
I'm not going to make a joke.
Good job. And then right here, I think is the funniest thing that I have. It is a Jedi Jake Arrieta bobblehead I found at a farmer's market for $5. That I saw that and I'm like, she got $5. I asked my loving and beautiful wife if she had $5, and she gave it to me. And then right here is a fish. That's a callback to our other podcast. I decided to keep it. Good luck. And then the fuck it button.
But when I do, watch out. Stay angry, my friends.
Stay angry.
Got it.
So, yeah. So, a lot to get into. We got all that out of the way. So, to kind of recap, every two Tuesdays.
2 Tuesdays.
And we'll be recapping series wins, losses, 2, starts per player, what we like, what we don't like. It's just going to be a good baseball season, John.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
In general, or about the baseball?
About the Philadelphia Phillies.
About the Philadelphia Phillies. Is it fair to say, I don't know yet?
Sure.
Well, okay. So here's where I'm at with the Phillies. I am happy baseball starting to come around, because when baseball comes around, that means warm weather, spring, summer, going into what?
Glizzies.
I'm not.
You're not glizzies.
You know I'm not about that life.
No, dude,
But you come around, and then you got the fall coming up, and then it's just like, oh, everything's great. So I'm happy that's the case. The last 3 years we've had,
playoff
baseball, good runs, good teams.
Did they make it to the playoffs in 2024?
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
But it's just one of those things, man, where I'm just like, okay, I'm glad you're a good regular season team and you're getting us there and you're getting us in the run, getting us in the dance. But it's like, man, when are we gonna finally
break through?
Just do it. Just do it.
So we were talking about this earlier, where 2022 was a magical run. I mean, I remember so vividly of recording this podcast back then, and it was just like pure euphoria, because not only was it like me doing a podcast for the first time, it was Phillies make the playoffs, not only make the playoffs, go on this magical run.
Yep.
And it was awesome. And yes, obviously they lost in the World Series and it was sad, but it was like, that was awesome.
Right.
Like, that was awesome. You move into 2023 and it's like, okay, 2 wins, 2 wins, 2 more wins, 2 more wins. That was their alma mater their mantra, I should say, for the entire season.
Right.
Then they choke. I mean, you choked in the playoffs. You were up 3-2 against the Diamondbacks in the NLCS, and you just
Both games at home.
Both games at home, game 6 and 7 at home, and you blew it. You choked it. And I mean, I think everybody knows I was there for game 7. And it was just bad. It was bad. All-time rant, though. I really wish I recorded my rant on the subway back home. I really wish I did. But then you move into 2024, and the whole thing with this team moving into 2024 was, how can you need to start hot? You know, obviously you're in division with the Braves. The Mets
we didn't see the Mets becoming what the Mets became.
And I still don't think they're that team, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
And they start hot, and then they just kind of were a mid-team for 40% of the year, kind of sleptwalk into the playoffs. They won the division, and then just got beat in the NLDS by the Mets. I mean, there was no other way to put it. Like, game 1, Zach Wheeler goes 7 shutout innings, and your bullpen, who was the best in baseball, couldn't get 6 outs.
I think that was the thing that killed the Phillies last year.
The bullpen.
Not even. I think it was that game.
The game 1. The
Game 1. If they would have won game 1, who knows what we're talking about right now.
They win game 2, and then, like you said, who knows? Like, worst comes to worst, they lose those 2 games in New York. You come back to Philly for a winner-take-all game 5 with Zach Wheeler on the mound.
Exactly. That dude, speaking of dogs,
he is fucking.
He's hairless, but he's a dog.
He is a dog. He's so fucking good. I was listening to a baseball podcast, and they were talking about like pitchers being the best of their generations, but not having the hardware.
Sure.
And yet, I still think it's going to be fucking Paul Skeens, no matter what happens this year. Paul Skeens will win the fucking Cy Young.
I have a feeling he's going to get Tommy John this year.
I think it's going to be like next year, dude. I love Paul Skeens.
We don't hope it happens.
We are a pro Paul Skeens podcast. Like, I love Paul Skeens. I'm not going to say the other thing. But no,
Say it.
And his girlfriend. But
so like
he's good, but it's like Zach Wheeler should be a 2-time Cy Young Award winner. Like, he has been the best pitcher in baseball for the last 5 years, and he doesn't have the hardware to prove it. And now we get to this year, and this offseason, it was a lot of talk of they need like a big move. Like, everybody was saying, like, when they traded Bobby Abreu back in like 2004 or 5 or whenever that that big culture change.
Sure.
And obviously the main piece of that was Alec Boehm. Like, he was the trade. Nick Castellanos was mentioned. Then they end up not trading any of them. And, you know, in terms of players they lost, you lose Jeff Hoffman. That is the big loss for the bullpen. You lost Carlos Estevez, which
Jeff Hoffman.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He was sitting 93 in the spring training today.
Okay, but who was right?
The season hasn't started yet. Listen, if we're like in like April or May and Jeff Hoffman's getting shelled, I'll be like, yeah, you were right. But spring training stats only matter when it applies to my narrative.
Okay.
So after that, you lose Carlos Estevez, which I kind of figured they were going to lose.
Just bad.
It was a bad trade. It was just bad. He was fine. Like, he was fine. He was just fine. And then you lose.
Could those prospects have gotten you something different?
Probably not. Just because the asking price at the time for relief pitchers was like way more.
No. But I'm not saying at the time. Like, so, who were the prospects? You know,
Sam Aldrahini, who I really liked, and I forget the other guy.
Okay, you put them back in the farm system right now in the offseason. Could you have packaged them and, I don't know, Boehm and
McAble
for Kyle Tucker?
I mean, sure, but I mean, you can make that argument with any prospect. Like if you look, I mean, maybe not anymore, but I feel like you probably should have traded Mick Abel like 2 years ago. We'll get to Mick Abel. But I agree with you. And then who else? They lost Spencer Turnbull, which again, I'm kind of surprised no team has picked him up.
He's still out there.
He was very good.
He's still out there.
He was very good for the
could
Phillies.
very well come back and be a bullpen pitcher.
Like, he wasn't good in the bullpen though, because God, guys, Taiwan's coming back.
Do you
on
think
92.
he wasn't good in the bullpen, or do you think he was still banged up? Because I have a feeling he was still a little bit. Something was off.
One thing that I know in listening to pitchers talk, they say the hardest thing to do is go from a starter to a relief pitcher mid-season.
Yeah.
Because obviously pitchers are creatures of habit.
Right.
Everything, if they have a good start, everything's going to be the same for that next start. They have their routines. Now, when Spencer Turnbull has this routine and now it's the 5th inning and you need to get ready and warmed up right now, that's tough.
Yeah.
So, and I think that kind of tarnished his season as a whole because he was awesome the first 2 months. He had like a sub-2 ERA and not like, even like 7-8 starts. Like, he was good.
I mean, going from starting pitcher to bullpen is just like the backup quarterback in football.
Yeah, exactly. Full circle. You lost Austin Hayes, which again, that kind of was a bad trade to begin with. Well, I mean, no, that was a different trade. I mean, you traded Sir Anthony Dominguez, who actually ended up having a really good season for the Orioles, and Christian Pache, who we despised to begin with.
I despise Austin Hayes.
He was bad.
Stupid no gloves.
Yeah. No, dude, I love. Anytime I look at no gloves, Bamboo Brad.
No.
Come on,
no.
Brad Miller with the.
Yeah, but he had forearms for days.
Yeah, he did.
Not skinny little Austin Hayes. Are you kidding me?
You know, Scott Kingery's available.
Okay. Okay. Key additions.
Jordan Romano, who on a bounce back, like the last 4 years, he was injured last year, but the last 4 years, he had a 2.1 ERA in 4 seasons as a closer. So he looks really good in spring training. And again, spring training stats only matter when it fits my narrative. And it fits my narrative. So Jordan Romano, I'm pretty high on. He's going to slot in as your closer.
You think so?
Well, Rob Thompson doesn't really like having a designated closer.
And I think that's stupid.
I agree. I think Jordan Romano should be your closer with, Jose? I mean, yeah.
I'll back in on Jose.
Are you in on Skinny Jose?
Skinny Jose?
Skinny Jose Alvarado?
Are you serious?
So, the other big key acquisition, Max Kepler. I am very,
What's his face? The starting pitcher.
Yeah, I'll get to him.
You said the other big key piece. Max Kepler's not a key piece.
What the fuck do you mean? He's your starting left fielder. What do you mean he's not a key piece? He's hitting the piss out of it.
When you say key piece, a key piece is Bryce Harper. A key piece is Zach Wheeler. A key piece is Aaron Nola.
And a key piece is Max Kepler. All right. The other key piece we got was Jesus Luzardo. And John.
Yes.
I'm so excited for Max. Well, yes, I am excited for Max Kepler. I'm so excited for Jesus Luzardo.
Okay.
So back when the Marlins were like actually trying to win, and they're like, "Oh, we made it to the playoffs." Yeah, fuck that. Blow it up. Blow it up. We gotta blow it up.
Yeah, because they had the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, they did. When they traded for Jesus Luzardo, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I loved Jesus Luzardo with the A's. I thought he was incredible, and it was always about like potential with him.
Speaking of your narrative,
yes,
didn't you give a back to back?
Oh, he's working on stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's working on stuff.
Yeah,
no. Caleb Cotham's got him in the black. Okay, no worries. Jesus Luzardo was injured a lot last year. The Phillies had their offseason was who was good in 2023, who was bad in 2024 and injured. Let's just get him on a bounce back. Mm-hmm. Jordan Romano, Max Kepler, Jesus Luzardo. I think the best of them is Jesus Luzardo. I think his stuff plays. I mean, he's throwing 98 plus as a starter from the left side, mixed in with a devastating changeup, and especially Caleb Cotham's going to teach him that sweeper. It's going to be so good that, dude, He is your.
He speaks English.
He does very well.
Call me like.
Why is that, John?
Well, I mean, come on, man.
No, please.
Well, I figured coming from Miami, with his background, I just figured. I've never seen him play. Well, heard him talk before, and he started speaking English, and I was like, oh.
Truth be told, when he had his press conference and he started talking, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to have, what's his name?
Diego.
Diego. I thought Diego was going to be there, and I'm like, where's Diego?
Yeah.
Not in sight.
We are not racist.
No.
We're trying not to be racist.
Trying? What do you mean trying?
No, it's like that one scene with Walton Goggins where, what show was it? I just saw it on Twitter where it was, it was The Big Bang Theory, and it was like the one Indian character and like one of the other characters, and he's like, which one of you is like, and he says this Indian last name, he goes, really? You're not going to ask which one of us is the Indian guy? He goes, I wasn't. I'm trying not to be racist.
I've never seen that show ever.
Neither have I. I just saw like, I love Walton Goggins.
All right.
Great actor.
Sure. Whatever.
Do you know Walton Goggins?
No.
Fallout?
Nope. Don't care.
You ever see Vice Principals?
Nope.
Fucking watch TV, dude.
Yeah, because I got tons of time to do that these days.
Oh, I got a kid. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
I like this better. You said you broke a webcam or something?
I did break a webcam.
I like this better.
Do you?
Yeah, because I can see our interaction and make sure I'm not making any stupid faces or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need my $20.
I'm probably still going to buy a webcam.
No, don't buy a webcam. I like it.
Okay. All right. Well, if it saves me money, then
I like it this way. This way's better.
All right. But other addition, Max Kepler.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Max.
Talk about your bet with Liam about Max Kepler, because I wanted him recording.
Yeah, of course. So, Liam, one of our other coworkers, has his own kind of segment on the other podcast.
Yeah.
Made a bet with him and I. If Max Kepler hits over 25 home runs this year, we get to do a wax strip on Liam.
Yes.
If he hits under, I have to wax one strip on my chest as well.
And they're both a hairy chestman. Don't do.
Its chest is going to be out eventually once summer starts rolling around. You know what we should do? We should do an episode outside in like a kiddie pool.
I'm in on that. Yeah. I'm dead ass in on that. That'd be really
that'd be fun. Yeah,
I think I have flamingo.
Like swimmies.
Yeah.
We'll go to the like dollar store. Have like
Flavies
on. All right, I'm in.
Yeah.
All in on that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like mid-July.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What
trade deadline episode?
Oh.
Outside in the pool. I do have a kiddie pool.
Yeah, you have a kid, so I would assume you had a kiddie pool.
It's like a hard plastic.
Oh, nice. All in. Anyway, Max Kepler hitting the piss out of the baseball. You know who his swing reminds me of?
Who?
Raul Ibanez.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
I've heard you say it like 8 times.
Hey, dude, his follow-through is Raul Ibanez.
Look, man, I hope you're right, and I hope he solves a lot of the outfield problems. I got to be honest.
We've seen this deal the last 3 years.
I hope he turns back into what he was and isn't Whit Merrifield.
Josh Harrison. Not Josh Harris. Well, yeah, not him too.
Don't be him.
Don't be him.
Fucking hate that guy.
What was the other one? Fucking Jerice Familia, Didi at the end there.
Didi was all right for a little bit.
He was 2020, and then they like completely overpaid him.
I really want a Kyle Tucker too.
I
would
love how much they gave up for.
I think I would have gave up whatever it would have needed.
I think
because he's what 30, 28, 29.
I think he's 29,
and that's right in line with your core.
Look, I appreciate what Dave Dombrowski's doing in terms of he's not selling the farm to win now. However,
Go ahead.
But I also don't love how he's hanging on to these prospects, because the one thing that he has done so well is hiring the right people to draft properly and develop properly so they can turn this thing into a fucking machine. Obviously, the two untouchables in this farm system are who?
That would be Aiden Miller and Andrew Painter.
That would be correct. Everybody else is on the fucking table, in my opinion.
I feel like in order to win now and win later,
you need to
win now.
Yes, I agree.
And you haven't done it. So go out there, Get the fucking best player available to fix the outfield and go win.
Yeah.
It's great advice.
Yeah.
It's great advice.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
So I'm not as a
be a GM.
whole, huh?
I could be a GM.
Yeah, just he wants how much? I don't fucking care. All
We
right,
have a
cool.
salary cap. Look,
Yeah,
yo, John, you want to pay this? Yeah. All right. Cool.
cool. So I think it's so looking at kind of position by position. Obviously, you have JT as catcher on a contract
Expiring
year,
contract.
expiring contract. JT. I wouldn't be shocked if they gave him another 2 years,
I can see 2 years. Yeah.
1 year, and maybe a club option for a second.
Try to get your next catcher
Ready.
ready, because I don't know if Marshawn's that guy.
I don't know if he can do it consistently.
He's a good little player, but what does he grow into? I don't know.
Yeah. I think he could hit maybe 240,
240, maybe
15 home runs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good behind the plate.
I mean, that's
that's
decent.
It is, but the one thing, and I even pointed this out last year on this podcast, and even to you, was did you notice when JT was hurt, the pitching got significantly worse?
Yeah, I mean, we know Jake calls a good game.
Yes,
we know
that is the one thing that I think people kind of overlook with JT is his ability to.
With that
call
said,
a
though,
game.
we are going to see less of him this year. I don't
Yes,
think
we
he's going
are.
to play so much.
No, he's not. You want to keep him fresh.
Especially for the playoffs.
And look, I think Garrett Stubbs calls a very, very good game. Say what you will about his offense, but I think he is an excellent.
Say what I will about his offense.
Mhm.
It's bad. It's really bad.
He hits like a backup catcher.
Bad.
Yes,
But
but I
maybe
think
he
he
should
is
talk like a backup catcher too and shut the fuck up. Friend of the program.
Friend of the program, Garrett. Actually, he's a friend of mine, not him. I don't claim
Whatever,
him,
dude.
Garrett.
Whatever.
So I think he is a very good catcher, like receiving the ball, calling a game. I think he's no, don't pause.
Oh, okay.
I think he's very good at that. I think he exceeds at that, and I think that's where his value lies. You go around that horn. You have Bryce, obviously, at first, who probably will win a Gold Glove this year. Stott, I think Bryson Stott's going to have a good bounce back year.
I think.
Oh, hit me. Hit me. I see the gears turning.
I think Bryson Stott's going to be.
Hit me. Come on.
I think he's going to be your second best hitter this year.
Average-wise or just period?
Period.
Oh, I love it. Obviously behind Bryce.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to hit 40 home runs.
No, he'll hit 20.
I think he's going to go
310.
315, 22 home runs.
I love it. I
really like Bryson, and he was hurt last year.
He was, his
don't
forearm.
care what they say. He was hurt last year. Something was wrong.
He said it. He said, I hurt my forearm early and I tried to play through it.
This is a hot take.
Sure.
Silver Slugger and Gold Glove for Bryson Stott.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. Shortstop, Trey Turner. Yippee!
Why wouldn't we pay him $300 million?
And then third base, obviously, Bohm, which I think Bohm's going to have a fuck it. Here's 20 home runs and 40 doubles again.
Yeah.
Alec Bohm is a good baseball player. I think people got so skewed with what happened in that Mets series. Alec Bohm was your second best hitter on the team last
Can
year.
I be devil's advocate for a second?
Sure.
Dude, Alec, you are 30 years old.
28.
You are 30 years old.
28.
Dude, get it together.
He
You
has
are a grown fucking man. Hold your emotions in check. Play the game. You're a good player. Like you said, he's a good player. Play the game. Just keep it together.
He has a girlfriend now, which I think is going to exponentially help him.
Yeah, they usually have that effect on it.
Yes, they do. Love you.
Love you too.
Should we kiss now, or
No,
can we?
No.
Make good content.
no, absolutely.
Okay. And then we move to the outfield. Obviously, right field, Nick Castellanos. I think he's going to be solid.
It's just Nick Castellanos.
So everybody after that first year, Casty, where he was bad, I think he's been really fucking good for majority.
Perfectly.
I think
good.
he's been exactly who I thought he was going to be. His second year, he hit 30 home runs, 100 RBIs, 800 OPS. Last year, he was your most consistent hitter last year.
He was. Yeah. Yeah.
Bang.
Okay.
Left field, Kepler. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm all in on Max Kepler. I'm probably going to make a shirt that says Max Kepler Believer.
Got it.
I'm all in on Max Kepler. And then center field, you're going to have a platoon out there of Johan Rojas and Brandon Marsh. John, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
So here's where I'm at. If Kepler is Kepler, okay, say he turns back into Max Kepler.
Yep.
And you move Brandon Marsh to the bench, and you move Rojas to the bench, and you have, I don't know, Kyle Tucker in center field. Okay, but okay.
Give up on Kyle Tucker.
Just stop it. No, I won't, because he's going to be traded to the Phillies at the deadline. Bet you will.
I bet you the Cubs are probably winning that division. That division stinks.
You got Reese Hoskins in that division.
I'll repeat what I said. That division stinks.
I need an upgrade in center field. Whether it's a guy like Kyle Tucker, whether it's Justin Crawford, whether it's moving Bryce to right and getting a new first baseman, I don't care. It's not going to happen. I don't care. I need something better in the outfield. He's not going to get traded back here.
I know.
If anything,
John, a certain guy just got released from his team who used to play center field for the Phillies. Wore the number 4.
Stop. No. He can't even be on the main roster. No, absolutely not. I'm thinking of a certain guy who plays in a different country.
Plays in a different country?
Yeah. Plays first base.
Oh, you're talking about Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Phillies are not going to pay him.
Imagine that.
Holy fuck.
Imagine him in the
Bryce,
lineup.
Guerrero,
Schwarber, Castellanos.
Schwarber wouldn't be here. It's a Schwarber contract year.
Yeah, but imagine them getting him at the deadline.
Oh
put
my!
Matt in the lineup.
Who did he pitch to?
Nobody. And Turner finally figures his fucking shit out.
You brought up a good point about Trey Turner.
I always do. Why?
And Aiden Miller.
What do you mean?
About.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many more years do we have to Trey Turner?
Fucking 9.
Countdown's on. 9 more years of
8, actually. Excuse me.
Okay, 8 more years of Trey Turner. Obviously, we know Aiden Miller's coming up, and
they've committed.
All signs point to him being a very, very, very good player.
Did you see him make that one throw in the Futures game? Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's your shortstop of the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to push old Trey out to center field.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Trey is not good at shortstop, and we knew that when we signed him. It's not like he developed him turning bad. We knew when we signed him, he's not an elite defensive shortstop.
Okay. I knew he wasn't elite.
Yes.
I knew he wasn't good.
Yes.
I thought he was going to be
fine,
solid, serviceable. You got $300 million. And
look who just sent me a request on Facebook. Anyway,
he's just not. He's just not good.
So I think I brought this up to you. I think moving to the leadoff spot, I think, is going to benefit him.
If they actually do it.
I think they should, man. You cannot.
I think
you cannot run this back with Schwarber as your leadoff hitter and expect it to change. You can't fucking do that. I think it should. Your top 4: Turner, Harper, Bohm, Schwarber. That's your top 4.
Who's your 5? Casty, JT.
I would probably do Casty, Stott, JT just to break up the lefties.
JT, Kepler,
Marsh / Rojas, and then back to Trey. You need to break up those lefties.
I don't hate it.
Mm.
I don't hate it.
but there is a massive fall off at the end.
That's what I mean.
That's if Kepler does not return to form. If Kepler is like your 7-8 hitter and he returns to what he was in Minnesota, like
I don't think he's going to return to that. But if you get somewhere in between where he is not Whit Merrifield, just somewhere,
and even at worst, like he's going to play a Gold Glove left field. Like Max Kepler is a fantastic.
What do you think? What are your season stat prediction for Max Kepler? Like all intents and purposes.
So let me actually pull up his baseball reference
without your bet in mind.
Yeah, no, without that in mind. Let me look up his last fully healthy season.
And how old is he?
He is 32. You want to know where he was? Holy shit! You want to know where he was born?
Sure.
Berlin, Germany.
Oh,
shout out to Max Kepler. So Max Kepler, in his last fully healthy season, which was 2023, hit 260 with 24 home runs and an 816 OPS.
Let me ask you if you sign up for this. All right, you ready?
Ooh, can you imagine if we get his 2019 where he hit 36 home runs with an 855 OPS? Okay, hit me.
247.
Okay.
22 home runs. 785 OPS. You signing up for that?
I'm signing up for that 1,000%.
Yeah?
1,000%. Signing up for that.
And you're going to lose a patch of chest hair, too.
I'm fine with that. I mean, something good happened there, I guess. Like, look, the Phillies have not struck gold with these one-year deals. They really haven't.
They're going to call Howie.
Yeah, call Howie. Yeah,
Howie. What are you doing with these one-year deals?
It was more, I like, when they sign pitchers to a one-year deal, I trust them to get the most out of them. Turnbull. And, I'm very excited for Luzardo and to see what they've done with Jesus. We haven't even talked about him, Christopher Sanchez, to see what they've done with him. I need them to do it. Just plain and simple. I just need them to do it.
Okay. Should we get into our season predictions?
Sure. We do have a returning segment, which we'll get to after this. We haven't figured out our segments yet. It'll come.
It will.
It will come.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
After you.
Okay. Do you want me to start with where the team's going to finish, where they're going to division-wise?
Start with the division. Go 5th through 1st in the NL.
5th through 1st. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to tell everybody, the boogeyman is back. That being a healthy Braves team. So I have Braves 1.
Okay.
I got Braves 1. You want me to go bottom?
I was going to go bottom.
Okay.
To top. Yeah.
Probably the Marlins 5.
Yeah.
Nats 4. Mets 3.
I was just going to say, don't fucking do it.
Mets 3. I got Phillies 2. And then, of course, I have the Braves winning the division again. They're back, man. I mean, I know there's a lot of question marks with the injuries and how they're going to, come up from that. But even with all those injuries last year, they were still right fucking there.
They still made the playoffs.
So, yeah, I mean, look, it sucks not winning the division, but how far did they go last year when they won the division?
Bang. And how far have the Braves gone the last 2 years winning the division?
True. But I have 92 wins.
I agree. I think 92, 93. So for me, 5th place Marlins. I think that team. Can you name 3 players on the Marlins?
Josh Bell's still on the Marlins?
No, he is not.
Where's he at?
The Nationals.
Dude, he hits the piss out of the ball.
No, only against the Phillies. Left-handed Josh
Maybe
Bell
that's
against
why
the
I know.
Phillies might be the greatest hitter of all time.
Josh Chisholm's on the Yankees, right?
He is.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Brian De La Cruz.
What's up? What's Jake Berger up to?
Jake Berger is on the Rangers.
Jesus Christ. No, I can't.
Sandy Alcantara.
I don't know if I can name one.
That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Nationals 4. That's a fun young team.
Yep.
I think the Nationals are going to be really good in a couple of years. Like
Could be a problem.
C.J. Abrams, they brought up James Woods.
C.J. Abrams is very good.
He's very good. You
What's
have
he
this
play?
shortstop
You think he play outfield?
probably. You have like young pieces on the pitching side, Mackenzie Gore, obviously, and a bunch of other like fun little prospects there. So I expected them to finish 4. I have the Mets finishing 3rd, despite the signing of Juan Soto. No, this is not my Phillies bias, it's a little bit, but despite signing Juan Soto can't pitch, and pitching is something the Mets do not have.
Well, they do have your friend on the roster, too.
Which one?
Pete Alonso.
Oh, that fat fucking piece of shit, balding ass. I hate him so much.
He's got a good haircut, though.
He reminds me of somebody. But look, I understand the Mets signed Juan Soto. That lineup is lethal.
They signed Juan Soto?
They did. That lineup is lethal. They don't have any pitching.
Lindor's really good.
Yeah, dude, their offense is elite. Alonso, Lindor, Nimmo, Soto, even Mark Vientos.
What was that white dude in the outfield? What was his name?
Jesse Winker?
No, not Jesse Winker.
He is on that team as well.
Yeah, I think he's a bench player.
Brandon Nimmo?
No. So I think it started with a D. Pissed me off last year.
Piss you off last year.
I think he had like tattoos and stuff.
It has to be Jesse Winker.
Nah, I don't think it's Jesse Winker.
I'm pretty sure it's Jesse Winker.
No.
White guy in the outfield.
Yeah.
White guy outfield. It's definitely not Starling Marte.
I don't know.
White guy. Verdugo?
Nah. Van something.
Van?
I think it was Van something.
No, Mark Vientos. That's who.
Nah, not Mark Vientos.
Oh, Alvarez?
Nah.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I have no idea.
I don't know
It's not
either.
Jose Iglesias.
Maybe it was 32. I think his number's 32.
Are you fucking setting me up for like a sub my nuts joke?
I swear to God. I'm trying to picture him in my head.
I have no idea.
All
Anyway.
going.
You don't have pitching on that team.
Yeah.
Kodai Senga's hurt. Sean Manaea's hurt. Frankie Montas is hurt. Your opening day starter is Clay Holmes, who has been a relief pitcher his entire career.
Right.
After that, I have no idea. Your bullpen also not great. Like, I don't know. I think, and again, I'm not trying to take away what the Mets did last year and, what they have, but it just feels like last year was more of a phenomenon than the status quo for the Mets. I just feel that way. And obviously, I could be proven wrong, and the Phillies finished 3rd. Look like 76er.
Yeah.
I have the Phillies finishing 2nd as well, with the boogeyman, the Braves, finishing in 1st place.
How many wins?
92. I think I agree with you. 92, 93.
Cool.
What else? What else we got?
Should we go into my other segment?
Your hot takes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so John's hot takes is making a return in person. In person.
I'm here.
John's here. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, you want baseball takes or you want a different take?
Let's just do baseball and then we'll go around to
cool
stupid one.
You talked about him a little bit.
We did.
I think Mick Abel will be the Orion Kirkering.
Yep.
In the bullpen of this year.
I love that take. You brought it up.
It's if it's not now, it's never going to happen for Mick Abel.
Yes, I agree. I think this is his make or break year. I think, obviously we're going to see Andrew Painter.
Yes, we are.
We are. It's just like.
I might see Justin Crawford.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm more inclined to see Gabriel Marcones than Justin Crawford.
God, dude, I thought I said the shit out of the ball.
You know who he reminds me of? Bellinger.
Raul Bondes.
No, Bellinger.
Ooh, I like that.
Good, just golfs a ball.
I like that.
Don't hang a slider to Gabriel Marcones Jr. because it's going to go 450 in the right field.
Yeah.
My only problem with that is, both Crawford and Marcones are both lefties. Yes, we need another lefty in this fucking lineup.
Yeah, sure.
But I think this is a make or break year for Mick Abel. He has been wildly underwhelming. It's getting to the point where it's like, shit, should we have traded him a couple years ago when he had value?
Yeah.
I still believe in him. That fastball's plus fastball. He just can't control it. And I understand he is still only 22 years old. He is still very young. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
We've been hearing this name since
21.
I think it was even before that.
No, I drafted him at 21.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I hear this dude's name all
Or was he
fucking time.
20?
It might be 20.
No, I think Painter was 21.
Because I think Mick Abel, because, 20 was obviously COVID year too, so, not a lot going on, so.
I think it was 20.
I think it was 20, though.
And then 21 was Painter, 22 was Crawford, 23 was Miller, last year was Dante Nori.
Yeah, and you need pieces in the bullpen this year. Obviously, the bullpen is probably the weakest link going into this year.
Because, again, I think is Kirkring the most underrated Philly? Dude,
what do you mean by that?
Because he just came up in 23 and has just been fucking nails.
Look, I get your point, but most underrated Philly, I'd probably still say it's Aaron Nola.
Yeah, Aaron Nola's a fucking workhorse, dude.
That dude just goes out
32
there
starts
every
a year,
year.
200 innings, 3-2 or lower.
And usually quality start every single time.
Well,
except for the fifth inning.
Yeah, no, the fourth inning. The fourth inning. The Rav fourth inning is Aaron Nola's kryptonite. But you get my point, though. He just has been awesome. Your bullpen consists of Jordan Romano, who we don't know what he's going to be. I think he's going to be very good, but again, it's the risk. Alvarado, I think, is going to be fucking awesome. I think he's going to bounce back from a bad year last year.
Jose Ruiz.
I'm a
big Jose Ruiz.
You are big on Jose Ruiz.
I love him.
Strom, dealing with some injuries right now. He pitched a lot last year, but
needs a haircut.
He is going to take a step back. He had a sub-2 ERA last year. He is not going to be able to replicate that. Not going to do that again. Tanner Banks, who is more of a long man.
I'm good on that.
Taiwan Walker.
99. I'm good. I got a couple more hot takes for you. Probably all baseball related.
Can I tell you something?
What? Don't say it. I'll hit you.
Doesn't look terrible in spring training. He doesn't look terrible.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
He doesn't.
Stop. All right. I have another hot take.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like this hot take a lot.
All right.
Mets don't make the playoffs. I think their pitching is terrible.
Yeah.
I think one of their big bats is going to get injured. And quite frankly, I'm not scared of the Mets.
I'm not. I think it also comes down to the old adage of it's the Mets.
But, you're playing, all intents and purposes, the Phillies are a good team. The Braves, we know, are a good team. You're going to have to play them a shit ton. You're going to have to play the Dodgers. So, obviously, you play everybody, but,
you're going to have to see 2 of the top 3 teams in the NL
a lot.
For 12, 14 games a year.
Right. I don't see it. I don't see it.
My only argument to that is the NL is not a very good league.
No, but you're going to have a couple teams that pop up out of nowhere.
Again, yeah, you have the Dodgers, obviously. In the Central, the Cubs, the Brewers. That's about it.
Dude, who knows, dude? The Nationals could fuck around and make the playoffs.
There is that team every year. I think the Diamondbacks, they're on a bounce back. They finished the year strong last year.
Yeah.
And they added Corbin Burns.
You got that. You got the Padres. You got...
It's going to be tough, but I agree. I'm a little more hesitant to be yes.
No, that's why it's a hot take.
There you go. Bam!
I have another hot take in which you stole from me, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Did I steal from you?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Chris Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Will finish higher than Zach Wheeler in Cy Young voting.
I love it.
I think
I put my money where my mouth is.
I think Chris Sanchez is going to be,
so
if not the best pitcher in baseball, one of the best pitchers in baseball this year.
Did you see how fast this fastball is?
Dude.
He's hitting 98.
Dude.
He's hitting 98.
If he works out the way I think he's going to work out.
He's going to be so fucking good.
Dave Dombrowski, this might be the best contract he's had.
Yeah, they have him on a Braves contract, dude. 4 years, $40 million.
He is so fucking good. I love him.
Remember back in 2021 when he would make swing starts and be like, oh, fucking Chris Sanchez, here we fucking
You remember last year when he threw his first complete game? I think it was a shutout in the City Connects. Oh, my. I love
Who was it against?
him. Ooh.
I know the answer.
Was it a division rival?
It was a division rival. Well, rival, I put in big quotes.
Was it the Marlins?
It was the Marlins.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to know who he struck out?
Who?
It was Josh Bell.
Well, I was going to say Josh Bell.
It was right-handed Josh Bell. That's why I struck him out. If it was left-handed Josh Bell,
he
it
would have
been
cranked it, yeah.
Cranked it.
And then in terms of other hot takes, what other hot takes do I have?
I kind of want a hot dog.
You're fucking gross. Is that a hot take?
Hot dogs are gross.
Hot dogs are gross.
I wasn't a hot dogs man until very recently.
No, like I'm out. Like,
Dude,
I
I put a little queso on there.
Queso?
Yeah, dude.
On a hot dog?
That's what I'm saying. I just tried it for shits and giggles. I'm like, damn, this is gas.
You have to do the 999.
Yeah, I'm doing that in your house.
You're not throwing it in my house. I'll lock the bathrooms.
Yeah, I am. Okay, then I'll just piss on your floor and blame your kid or your dog.
You're an asshole.
Yeah. Returning segment, John.
Who? What?
So, Matt's hot takes.
What?
You were not a part of this.
What do you, Matt's hot take?
Shut the fuck up.
You mean Matt's dude of the week?
Yeah, Matt's. Jesus.
I wasn't even involved in the fucking thing, and I know.
I'm sorry. So Matt obviously did the podcast with me.
You're an idiot.
In order to keep his legacy going on this podcast.
I don't know him.
You don't know him? No, I grew up with Matt. Great guy.
You told me I said hi.
I will tell him he said hi. Matt is a great guy. We love you, buddy. We love you on this show. But it's his dude of the week. He sends me a dude because every guy who watches sports just loves bringing out like just random.
Who's my dude?
Jose Ruiz.
No. Who's my dude on this current Phillies roster?
Jose Ruiz.
No.
Chris Sanchez.
No.
Cody. Weston Wilson.
Weston Wilson. I love him.
Who's my dude?
Scott Canary.
Well, he's not. Okay, who's my dude on this roster?
All this roster.
Pretty easy.
It's Cody Clemens.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. I love Cody Clemens.
Is it Stubby?
It is Stubby.
Okay.
Friend of the program.
Not with me on it.
So, John.
Yeah.
What do you know about Everett Cabrera?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Let me tell you a little bit about Everett Cabrera.
All right.
So Everett Cabrera, I just played 7 years in the major leagues. Okay, I have an ad right now, so that's why it's. He played for Baltimore, played for San Diego, and that was it. Okay,
got it.
Baltimore and San Diego. Oh my God, can McDonald's stop giving me ads? Cool. In 7 years, hit 246 with a 643 OPS. How many career home runs do you think he hit?
In 7 years?
In 7 years in the major leagues. 1,829 plate appearances.
I'll say he hit 64. Lower? Oh, shit. 42. Oh, God, this isn't good. 17. Oh, this guy's bad. 11. Up more than 11. 14. 13? 12.
There you go. Everett Cabrera hit 12 career home runs across 7 major league seasons. Was an all-star.
Why?
He did make an all-star team. What
Why?
year was that? I don't know. This pissed me off.
What roster was he on that was so bad that he was the all-star?
No, this was before
was he the
that
Pat
rule.
Neshek of his team?
Oh, God. No, this was before that rule existed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they're like, oh, do you know what's next year, John?
All-Star game.
All-Star game in
We'll
Philly.
be there.
We will be there.
I might have to mortgage my house.
I don't give a fuck. You
don't give a fuck if I mortgage my house?
I don't give a fuck what it costs me to go
Got it.
there. I am going to the All-Star game in Philadelphia.
I would be there.
Because
if we do 999 there.
Might have to mortgage this house. But John, this has been a very good.
Wait, we forgot to do one thing.
What?
Before we end.
Yeah.
This is the first episode.
It is.
Of the season. We need to predict where the Philadelphia Phillies will finish the 2026 season. 2025 season.
Yeah, I was just going to say they need to finish 25 first.
25. You can go first on this one.
Thank you. The 2025 Philadelphia Phillies will win the World Series this year. I think this is the year they finally just break through. They get it done.
Against
The Boston Red Sox.
How many games?
6.
World Series MVP.
Jesus Luzardo.
I don't.
Chris Sanchez.
I love it.
Hey!
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
so
I think
now-
you got one start, if that.
Now that I got it, okay. The Philadelphia Phillies will defeat the Boston Red Sox in the 2025 World Series with Christopher Sanchez winning the World Series MVP. Book it.
I would love that.
I really like the Red Sox this year.
You know who I really like?
The Philadelphia Phillies to win the World Series.
I like Baltimore.
No.
I think Baltimore's gonna be good, man.
Pitching is stinky.
Whatever.
Listen, I love Zach Eflin. He's their number one. I love Zach Eflin. Like I fucking love. I wanted them to trade for him at the deadline last year. He's not a number one starter.
So I don't think the Phillies are gonna win the World Series. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I really want them to. I think they're going to lose in the NLCS
To the Dodgers.
to the Dodgers. They're just, dude, they're too loaded. They're too stacked, especially with Shohei pitching, and Freddie Freeman's so fucking good. Nobody talks about it. Mookie Betts, their pitching is fucking ridiculous.
But vibes.
Okay, sure, but like at some point you run into a fucking buzzsaw, and the Dodgers.
Unfortunately, the Dodgers run into the Phillies in the NLCS.
I have the Phillies losing to the Dodgers in 7.
Oh, another heartbreaker. 7 games NLCS.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if that happens, like, yes, I'll be mad, but I'll be like, no, that's the best team in baseball.
And I think it's going to come down to home field. And I don't think the Phillies are going to win the division, so obviously they will not have the home field advantage for the Dodgers. Sucks. I'm sorry. I hope I'm wrong.
But you know how you mitigate Shohei? Lefties. You want to know what the Phillies got a lot of?
Lefties.
Good lefties, too.
Yeah. But, yeah, hopefully your prediction's right.
Yeah. Freddie Freeman is really fucking good. I'm kind of glad we can kind of root for him now.
I really like Freddie Freeman.
I love Freddie Freeman.
He's just a good dude.
My favorite non-Philly.
Favorite non-Philly.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Who is my favorite non-Philly?
Kutch.
I do like Kutch.
Kutch is like an honorary Philly, though. He was here.
Yeah. Favorite non-Philly.
Paul Skeens.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's only pitched 1 year.
Half year.
Let me think. Favorite non-Philly.
Can I throw a name that you probably never heard of, but I recently listened to a podcast with him, and I really like his attitude?
Sure.
Lawrence Butler.
Don't know who that
on
is.
the Athletics.
Don't know who that is.
Just signed like a massive contract with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool guy. Plays the game the right way. Has that fuck you attitude. Really like him. That was my foot. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm going to have to do some more research on this. Because, I mean, Freddie Freeman's probably the answer, but I feel like there's somebody else I'm just not thinking of right now.
I'm going nobody in division. I can't like a division rival, which is why I
mean,
like
Reese is out
Reese,
there.
yeah, but again, he played.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what like my
players
brain,
of like who have not played.
That's
here.
what I'm trying to like
And,
think
yeah.
of, like players that have not played here.
I really like Buster Posey. I mean, obviously he's not active anymore, but
Oh yeah, Buster Posey was a good player.
Barry Bonds,
Not cheater.
Hall of Famer,
Cheater.
Hall of Famer. Jose Altuve before the cheating.
You can't say Barry Bonds and then say Jose
Jose Alvarado.
Jose Alvarado. Jose Altuve before the cheating.
Yes, I
They
can.
both cheated.
No. Technically, Barry was never caught with anything. It was just speculation.
Look up
His stats before he allegedly took steroids. He was
Look
still
at his
healthy.
head on the Pirates versus the Giants.
I understand. It's all alleged, John. Everyone was doing it.
Legend.
What do we do to sign off of this podcast? Kiss?
No.
Kiss?
I feel like you should do something with Dot. That was. I was gonna say something really bad.
Probably something I had to bleep out, so thank God. Good job, buddy.
No, you're good at it. I'm good at filtering myself here.
Good.
Dude.
I'm really sweating.
Why?
I'm wearing a fucking
Oh
crew
my
neck. It's hot in here.
dude.
We will see you in a couple weeks. Bang.
Go Phils.
Go Phils.